Nobody wants to live around niggas. Black people don't want to live around niggas. White people don't want to live around niggas. Hispanics don't want to live around niggas. Asians don't want to live around niggas. No one wants to live around niggas. Niggas carry themselves with a complete lack of empathy for anybody else. They don't care about anybody else's time. They don't respect other people's businesses. They look at the world and they just laugh at everything. They think shit is funny. They grew up without a positive male role model in their life. And they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the black community. That's the last thing they give a fuck about. Because I'll tell you what, you line up a black person in front of a nigga and a white person, they're not going to want to do that time for killing that white person. They're much more likely to kill that black person. And it's interesting because a white person is much more likely to be killed by a nigga than a nigga is to be killed by a white person. And niggas, they overrepresent black people quite often, because if you look at the stats with the 13% of the population, half the crime, is it that full 13%? Obviously not. So they say 13%, and it's because of niggas, bro. It's because niggas have done so much harm on such a big, wildly disproportionate level that it's like hard to even tell anymore, because we have so many niggas running around and nobody wants to live around niggas, bro. Whenever you have niggas move into the area, everybody scatters. You ever heard of the white flight? It's everybody flight. Nobody wants to live around it, because even if it's not homicides, just on a basic like day-to-day interaction with them, there's zero intellectual reward ever, or educational reward. It's a bunch of hotep bullshit or wee-wuzzery. It's a bunch of deflection, like, I stole and shot a couple niggas, but like white people did slavery and shit. You can't hold niggas accountable for shit, bro. It'll be the year 5000 AD and niggas will still talk about slavery as a reason why they're shooting other black people. Yeah, you sure showed them. Yeah, good job. You sure got revenge on those white people by shooting your brother. Yeah, you sure showed them that slavery is something that you're not going to tolerate by killing black people. I mean, but didn't the government kill Malcolm X? I'm pretty sure the niggas who were holding the gun were black. You know, with Fred Hampton, the FBI was involved, but I'm pretty sure William O'Neill had a big part in that shit too. So when do we take accountability for anything? Or do we just keep saying, oh, they flooded the black community with drugs and that's why? So you pick it up and you start smoking it? Because I've grown up around people who have done that shit, and I never smoked. Yeah, but you different. Yeah, because I'm smart, and I think that we should all be smart.
If you take a look at homicides in the black community, let's just take that for an example. Black people, let's round up. Let's just say black people make up 14% of the population of the United States of America. We account for over 50% of homicides in this country. And black people, let me take a look at the numbers. Just want to make sure. We account for 90%, approximately 90% of homicides of black person on black person, or ninja on a black person, however you want to call it, man. I understand what he's talking about because I grew up in these environments when I was younger. And when you're younger, you are enamored with it. You are enamored because it's so much disrespect, and seem like they have so much freedom, man. Like the OGs, man, they don't care about nothing. They walk around here and they get all this respect, and they don't respect others. And what that is, they have instilled fear in people. People fear them. So you have your elders and people in the community that go to work and they just want to raise their families and they want their kids to be safe. They're basically imprisoned by these people that are running the neighborhoods, man. They run the neighborhoods with bad behavior, with guns, drugs, gangs, all of it. So the very people that are the hugest detriment to black people are ninjas. They're other black people who behave like ninjas. Now, when we were younger, using the word ninja, it was cool. Being called a ninja, it was cool. However, if you take a look at what's happening now, if you take a look at the death in the community and how black people are perceived by other nationalities, the true sellouts are these people that behave in this way, that have the ninja mentality. They are the true sellouts, man. They're the ones that need to be canceled. And I think you're seeing this sentiment by not only, other nationalities, but you have black people who don't want anything to do with that behavior actually speak up and step up, and they're done. They're done with the ninja behavior. They're done with y'all going to the malls, destroying the malls. They're done with y'all going to Popeye's Chicken and fighting. Now y'all going to Whataburger. Y'all fighting at Whataburger now. Uh, uh, what's the other one, man? Waffle House. You take pride in it. You take pride in going to a business or going out in public and being disruptive and being destructive and thinking that, oh, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. You must care because you're performative. You're putting on this act for people, and people are done with your movie. They don't want nothing to do with it. That's why you come to affluent areas, you come to these businesses, and in some cases, you come to predominantly white areas and you act like this. You act like the very animals that they call you. Now, they're not talking about me and this brother. They talking about y'all. They talk about y'all ninjas. And if you don't believe me, take a look at this next video, man.
Free holiday, man. Free fun, free dude, man. I know.
What the fuck you saying? I don't even fight.
You feel me?
What is you saying?
Act right now. Act right. Act like folk now.
Act like folk.
Act like folk now. Act like folk now.
Oh, you got real tip line. Oh, yeah, we got real. We got one at top.
Tell him try. Go with your move. Go with your move. Go with your move. And one on the other end. Go with your move, please. Go with your move. Go with your.
This behavior is reprehensible. Stereotypes are earned. You got these brothers out here, they ain't protecting the neighborhood, they're terrorizing the neighborhood. They are domestic terrorists. Gangbangers, obviously, by what they're saying. We won't even get into that. But a car is driving by, and what do? They strap up. They pull out their guns because it's a form of intimidation. The person in that car probably, I'm going to surmise here, obviously it's conjecture on my part. The person is probably going to work, man. They probably can't wait to get to work, to start their shift, man. I can't wait to get to work, man. I'm about to collect this overtime. Baby, and take my baby out for the weekend. And then you got to drive past this. Domestic terrorists. Look at these dudes, man. Bringing out their weapons for what? Bringing out their guns for what? Because they think the ops is driving by. You guys created the scenario you live in, the world you live in. You've created the whole ops lifestyle. You've created that whole situation because of the behavior. And then you will have black people that will condone this behavior and blame the white man for why these guys are standing in the street with guns, pulling out guns on, I'm assuming, I'm going to surmise, other black people. You have black people in the neighborhood, parents, elders, the kids, they can't even go outside. They can't even go into certain parts of the neighborhood because you have to deal with this. These people have taken over neighborhoods, man, and you're going to have some people that are trapped. They can't get out of it. Now, at one point in my life when I was younger, I used to champion this behavior. I used to look up to this behavior. I used to love this behavior. And maybe, just maybe, I was part of this type of behavior. This is why I know what I'm talking about. These guys right here want to be performative. They want to be the tough guys. They want to have this bravado and show the world who they are. This is why they don't just keep it in the neighborhood. They have to take it to businesses. They have to take it to affluent areas, to white areas. And then when you're in white areas and you conduct yourself like an animal like this, and they arrest you and they put hands and feet on you, you want to say that whatever, that area, that cop is, if it's a black cop, he's an Uncle Tom. If he's a white cop, he's racist. No. People don't want this behavior. There's plenty of people, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that live in these ratchet, ghetto-ass neighborhoods that don't want this. They want peace for their kids. They don't want their kids gunned down in the middle of the street. How many little kids are gunned down in the middle of the street playing hopscotch or skipping rope? Because you got these fools. These are ninjas right here. They reckless. They don't care. what the brother was talking about earlier, he is talking about this behavior right here. And you see it everywhere. And they justify it. People will justify this, man. People are tired. People are tired of this, man. What are they doing? What are they giving to society, man? What are they doing? The only thing that they're giving heartache and pain, and they are domestic terrorists. It is what it is. I want you to take a look at this next video. This next video right here shows it starts at the home. This behavior starts at the home. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Take a look.
Get arrested, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm gonna punch somebody in the face, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go somewhere. No! Mother! Oh! Lord! The 4 is B! Oh, mother! F it!
Sunglasses, a gray top, and she had a duffel bag. The CV gave a description of a female black with long braids with the white baseball cap, white shirt, and pink
What
shoes.
classes did I steal from Mount Clear?
Mommy, I know who it was.
What classes did I steal? Thank you.
Stop recording it! Now! You should not be recording it without our permission!
For my safety. Thank you.
My aunt stole glasses. It wasn't her. Do she have a fucking white t-shirt on? No! 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 My soul! Leave my mother alone!
I don't have nothing.
They got some money. Did you guys see together?
Yeah, but time out. What the fuck I do? It don't take that long for some glasses, my nigga. It don't.
Oh my God, bro!
I didn't take shit.
Oh my God, bro! I'm finna spot!
Where's the glasses at?
Y'all got me messed up in my soul, bro!
Calm down.
What the fuck? I'm finna glasses! Just calm down.
Figure it out.
Calm down.
You got me messed up on my soul, bruh. Come on. This young lady, this child, this is learned behavior. I guarantee you she's seen her mother act this way, probably other adults in her life that act this way. This behavior, it's allowed. It's condoned. I'll allow it. The mom's like, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. That's how she is. I'll allow it. You know? Allowing her daughter to act this way. Let me tell you something. Even if you did not steal the glasses, which we don't know, you know, there's a good chance you did. I think the little girl said the auntie stole the glasses, man. She said, my mom don't have no white shirt on. F, you know, she over here cussing, carrying on, man. But let's just say you did not steal the glasses, okay? The officers, they detain you. You should not allow your child to speak this way. You should teach your child in this moment, look, you know, this is how you conduct yourself. You need to go ahead and cooperate with law enforcement. I didn't do anything. I'll go ahead and I'll speak my truth. It is what it is. You don't let your kid act this way because you're setting her up for failure. This poor kid, I'm telling you, she's going to be in for a rude awakening later on down the line if this behavior isn't corrected. She sounds like she is full of spirit, articulate. I mean, she looks like and sounds like she's smart. This young lady could be a lot of great things, man, only if she had the correct guidance, only if she had a parent or parents or whoever, a community that said, hey, man, we want to teach our kids better. We don't want our kids out here fighting everything, being placated, sitting up here, being indoctrinated, acting entitled, and then being disrespectful to law enforcement, thinking that they can go ahead and get away with anything and do anything with impunity and walk through this earth. Man, that is a delusion. There is a lot of places in this world that will not tolerate this behavior, man. Unfortunately, here in the United States, black folks have been placated, man. Black folks have been indoctrinated, man. And then you develop ninjas. You have these ninjas who will take full advantage of it, man. Let's take a look at the next video. The gentleman in the first video was talking about the lack of respect for businesses. So this right here is a prime example of what that brother is talking about.
They have broken the window over here. They have had must up. Get in the car. Give me my cross, bitch. Give me my.
¿Ya tomaron las placas ahora? Okay.
Give me my car.
No, ya te...
Give me my. I will fuck them up.
Remember what the brother said, they think everything is funny? This girl somehow, she kicked the window, whatever. Her crock fell inside of the drive-through window. She's saying, give me my crock, bitch. Give me my crock, bish.
Deja kami, please. First.
I hope that hot water was hot as hell. They should have boiled some water. Says, yeah, we're gonna get you ninjas. Throw some water on their ass, man. I hope it was boiling hot.
Deja ser en el Wendy's de la Sabro.
No orden. No orden.
Jefe, suban.
Tired of these ninjas, man. Everybody's tired of them. All over the world. It's not just in America, man. They tired of you. This type of behavior, and you should see the punishment in other countries, man. They wouldn't deal with this stuff. Other countries got it right in some ways. I'm not saying that, you know, I don't appreciate America. I'm an American. I was born and raised here. I love it. But I've traveled the world, man. This type of behavior would not, there's certain countries that handle this type of behavior correctly. Oh, they'll straighten this up real fast. And that's the way I think it should be. So the brother was talking about how they just disrespect businesses. This is a prime example. Now, there's a plethora of videos out there that shows fights in the mall, fights at concerts, fights at different restaurants, fights everywhere, man. Music festivals, they're fighting everywhere, fighting right outside the club, outside the bar. Always, well, I shouldn't say always, but I would say it seems like 95% of these videos is the ninjas, right? Okay, let me know what you think. And right here, or right here, or I'm sorry, right here. Right here is a graph that demonstrates the crime that is done by black people in America, violent crimes, homicides. What percentage of the homicides are committed by ninjas in America, and what percentage of homicides are committed from ninjas onto black people, man? Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think.